Yes, you're requested to mark your attendance. Yes, page 196, exercise 1, odd man out. Amira, I'll begin from you. And the first set of words are friendly, congenial, helpful, ancient.
Ancient.
Ancient. Why?
Because the others are names for pleasant behavior.
They are all, yes, pleasantries.
Pleasant behavior, like someone's friendly, someone's helpful, and someone's like-minded.
Very
They
good.
all mean pleasant in a way.
And ancient, on the other hand, means
Old.
old. Very good. Rafe, blinds, shutters, carpet, curtains.
Carpet,
Carpet. Why?
because all the other three are related to curtains.
Curtains.
They all are same.
They are all.
They all are almost.
थोड़ा सा सोचो. See, curtain is part of the list.
Carpet is for
What does
ground.
curtain do?
Curtains are for windows.
What does a curtain do?
Parda.
What does a shutter or a blind does? Where do you put it?
And वो भी पर्दे टाइप ही होते.
नहीं, बिल्कुल पर्दे टाइप ही होते हैं, लेकिन where do you put them? What is the purpose of using them?
To stop the sunlight from coming in the room.
Yeah, so we can say they are screens for the window. Can we say that?
जी.
They are all window screens. On the other hand, carpet, what does it do? What's the job of a carpet?
To cover the floor.
Covers the floor. Very good. Ahmed, set C, crowded, swarmed, ran, gathered.
मैम डी और ई का पता है, सी का नहीं पता.
इसीलिए तो पूछा है. Crowded, swarmed, ran,
एक में मैम.
gathered. मुश्किल तो है ही नहीं. मुझे पता है अहमद can do it.
आपने किससे पूछा हुआ है?
अहमद से.
मैं अहमद क्लास में है अभी.
है.
ओ है.
है. Please है. I can see him.
Crowded.
No. Ran. Ran means to run fast, to move fast. Whereas all others, that is crowded, swarmed, gathered, they mean people gathering together. Okay? Fussy. Gigantic, enormous, tiny, huge. Gigantic, enormous, tiny, huge. Very easy. Fussy. Fussy. Answer this one, please. Gigantic, enormous, tiny, huge. अच्छा मुझे ये बताएं, what does tiny mean?
मैम small.
Small, very small. And what does gigantic mean?
Very big.
What does enormous mean?
Extremely big.
Extremely big. And what does huge mean?
Normal, big, normally.
But yeah, normal, big, but basically gigantic, enormous, and huge. These are words that we use for the word big, isn't it? So these three words they group together, whereas tiny is the odd man out because it means small. ठीक है? इतनी मुश्किल तो exercise नहीं है ये कि हमें मुश्किल हो. अच्छा जी. Who will volunteer for the last one? Flames, blaze,
मैं
oven, fire. Yes, Emma.
ओवन,
Oven. Why?
क्योंकि और सारे फायर हैं. फायर है, ब्लेज फायर, फ्लेम फायर.
Okay. All others are part of the fire, whereas oven is used for cooking.
और सफा
Okay. The rest is basically something that you need to read and understand. Words and expressions. The first one is on the pretext. It was used in paragraph 3 of the short story. It means with excuse that it is used when someone is pretending that a situation exists when it does not. For example, he slipped out of the house on the pretext of going to the shop, but he took the next train to Karachi. The following construction is also correct. On the pretext that he was going to the shop, he slipped out of the house and took the next train to Karachi. He was pretending. He was making an excuse. तो मैं तो बस दुकान तक जा रहा हूँ. तो दुकान तक नहीं गए थे. उन्होंने टिकट खरीदा और शहर ही छोड़ के भाग गए. ठीक है?
A.
Yes. Now write your own sentence using on the pretext of or on the
Done.
pretext that. Yes.
Okay, please.
As you saw in the example, he slipped out of the house on the pretext of going to the shop. Okay? On the pretext of comes in the middle of the statement. But obviously it is going to be your main clause. Whereas on the pretext that he was going to the shop, he slipped out of the house and took the next train to Karachi. On the pretext that is going to come in the beginning of the sentence. Okay? What you have to do is make a sentence of your own. One child. अच्छा ऐसे कहते हैं हम दो बच्चों से on the pretext of oven वाले. Yes. Great. I give you a minute. Kasi, make a sentence of the phrase on the pretext of. Amira, make a sentence on the pretext of. Rafe and Ahmed, you will make the sentence on the pretext that. You can write the answer in the chat box if you wish.
मैम एक ही चीज नहीं
तकरीबन. यूसेज फर्क हो जाएगा. दैट के बाद प्रोनाउन आएगा, जबकि ऑफ के बाद आपका वर्ब आएगा. I'm giving you a minute. Write your answers in the chat box, please. Chat box. He didn't went to school on the pretext. He didn't go to school. ठीक है राफे? He didn't go to school on the pretext that it was going to rain soon, but the weather was sunny. Ooh, nice. Amira.
मेरा sentence ठीक था?
मैं भी उसी पे आ रही हूँ. On the pretext of having a headache, I stayed in class just to avoid being scorched by the sun. Very good.
मैम प्रेजेंटमेंट का भी लिखती है.
ठहर जाए. पहले एक चीज पूरी होने देते होते हैं यार. Ahmed and Fasi, I am yet to receive a statement from you. Fasi and Muhammad Ahmed, please write your answers. Make a sentence using on the pretext of or on the pretext that, and write it down over here in the chat box. अच्छा बगैर आंसर दिए अपने क्लास से जाएंगे. ठीक है. In the meantime, मतलब समझ आया है मोहम्मद और फसी? देखो अक्सर हम एक्सक्यूज बनाते हैं ना कोई और काम करने के लिए. हम कहते हैं अम्मी को पूछें और करते कुछ हैं. Isn't it so? Often we say कि अम्मी मैं जरा दोस्तों से मिलने जा रहा हूँ. दोस्तों से मिलने नहीं जा रहे होते हम. We can be going someplace else. I went in the house on the pretext to check the gas leakage. ठीक है. थोड़ा सा amend करेंगे मोहम्मद अहमद. I went into the house on the pretext that I went into the house on the pretext that I had to check the leakage. अच्छा, आप सिर्फ situation नहीं दे सकते. You have to give an outcome as well. You have to write the real reason what happened as a result. ठीक है कि मतलब excuse तो ये था लेकिन असल में क्या करने गए थे ये बताना जरूरी होता है सेंटेंस में. ठीक है. I went into the house on the pretext that I had to check a leakage, but I was actually spying to see where the vault was located. You know what a vault is?
Yes.
A vault is a
Safe.
safe, yeah. A safe where you keep precious things.
Money.
Okay, so अच्छा, पूरे बैठ के पूरे Okay, Fasi, I still haven't received an answer from you. In the meantime, we will move over to a presentment of. A presentment of means a feeling of. Often it happens कि कुछ गलत होने लगता है, तो उससे पहले हम एक ना
Sixth sense.
exactly.
Right on,
Our
correctly.
sixth sense alarms us. ठीक है. You get this bad feeling that okay, something is good is
Right on,
going to
correctly.
happen.
Gut feeling.
Yeah, the gut feeling. But usually this gut feeling is about something bad that is about to happen. Okay? For example, you must have noticed or you must have heard people say that before any natural disaster, the animals, they go all silent and they start behaving weirdly. They are
Odd.
basically jittery and they start behaving weird because they have a presentiment of something bad about to happen. It is said that before the 8th October, the earthquake that hit Pakistan on 8th October, um, that morning or the night before, the cats and the dogs, they were all jittery and they wanted to leave the house that they were in. And most of even the wild dogs outside on the street, they weren't barking. So the thing is, it is said, it, I don't know how much it's true. It's just what I've heard. So a presentiment of, which was used in paragraph 5, means feeling something before it happens. A premonition, remember that word, that's a good word. A premonition or a foreboding. It is usually used for the foreboding of something unfortunate, dangerous, or tragic. For example, I was traveling from Karachi to Islamabad recently, and I had a presentiment that um, we might have a crash. Alhamdulillah, it never happened, but throughout the journey, I had this feel. Um, so it's quite natural. Sometimes it's quite natural. Yes.
आप वो मूवी स्नेक ऑन प्लेन की नहीं देखती? कसम से आइंदा प्लेन से बैठने पहले चेक करेंगी।
नहीं, वो वाला मसला नहीं है। मेरा मसला ये है कि I watch air crash investigation.
मैं वो भी देख लें, आइंदा अपनी सीट चेक करके बैठेंगी।
जी, कुछ क्लास हो रही है मेरी? हाँ? किसकी? बाहर हैं पड़े हुए, कपड़े चेंज कर लूंगी जा। Okay, we will look at some examples. He had a presentiment that the Titanic was doomed and let the ship sail without him. The following construction is also correct. He had a presentiment of doom about the Titanic and let the ship sail without him. Now, you have to use presentiment of or presentiment that in your sentences. Fasi, मेरे पास पिछले sentence का भी answer. अच्छा, the border dispute was a pretext for the military intervention. Very good, Fasi. Yes. When it comes to the presentiment of or presentiment that, Amira gave us the answer. I had a presentiment of an outrageous fire destroying the school during exams. I told my friend, and we both let the school burn with after. You rude girl. But a very good sentence indeed. Yes, boys, your turn. Make a sentence of presentiment of. Quickly type your answer in the chat box. Presentiment, having a bad feeling that something bad is going to happen. A prediction, predicting that something bad will happen. It's not necessary that the prediction will turn out to be true, but having that bad feeling that something bad will happen, that having that gut feeling that something bad will happen. Chile. Okay. Rafi sent me a message. I had a presentiment of the town flooding, so I picked my best friend and left the town with him or her.
है भी सही है।
ये भी ठीक है, not bad.
हम सुनामी को भी ले आते हैं।
You never know.
हाँ, तो लगी
You
है।
never know. Rafi is writing from the point of view of a cat or a dog. है ना? उनकी कहानी भी हो सकती है. Maybe Rafi is writing the story of a cat who had a presentiment with the wrong spelling.
हो सकता है।
बिल्कुल हो सकता है, कुछ भी
है
हो
ना?
सकता है।
नहीं, absolutely fine. The sentence is absolutely fine. Mohammed and Fasi.
मैंने फ्रेंड लिखे देखने यहाँ
हाँ
पे,
हाँ
solve देता
मतलब
हूँ
मैं
मैं।
वही कह रही हूँ कि it can be used मतलब मैं I'm using my imagination, ठीक है? It can be used in the form of humans and
मैंने
जल्दी तो
देखा
नहीं
मैं
कर
स्कूल को
सकते।
जला
but the
दिया,
statement
इमेजिनेशन
is
ही है।
also from the point of view of an animal. बिल्कुल ठीक है, absolutely fine. मोहम्मद और फसी आंसर देने में इतनी देर क्यों मेरी जान?
मैं बस 2 मिनट, मैं बस लिख रहा हूँ।
अच्छा ठीक है, अच्छा
गूगल से
लिखने में भी सोचना पड़ता है।
हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल सोचना पड़ता है।
गूगल से छाप लो यार।
ओए you cheeky fellow. अच्छा in the meantime,
Sometimes हो रहा मेरे से
in the
यार।
meantime, if you have a rough notebook or a piece of paper close to
जी
you, if you have a piece of paper or a rough notebook close to you, make 2 columns on it. Or you can use this side, this brown portion of your book. Basically, we have to make 2 columns, one about wealth and the other about poverty. And then we're going to categorize the words into these 2 categories. The list of words that we have on page 197 will be categorized into 2 categories, wealth and poverty. Okay, Basi says, no presentment for acceptance is needed for a bill to exchange payable at site.
हम ये हो ही नहीं सकता ऐसे लिखा है।
No presentment
गूगल
for acceptance is needed for a bill to exchange payable at site. बसी
मैं
कहाँ से
गूगल सर्च
निकाला
कर
यार
रही हूँ।
ये?
बहुत हाई क्वालिफाइड अंग्रेजी है।
छापना भी
ये
नहीं
तो
आता यार,
मेरे
क्या
भी
बंदे
सर पर से गुजर गई है।
बताओ तुम्हें चीटिंग से कहें।
अरे मैं भी कॉपी पेस्ट करके देखती हूँ। जी बेटे किस पे?
एम्पावर्डी होता है क्या?
2 मिनट सब्र कर जो। पॉवर्टी
गुर्बत
मैंने लिख लिया,
वेरी
2
गुड।
हिस्सों में लिखा है।
Fasi, I have no clue what you have written, honestly. Okay. Muhammad Ahmed says, as soon as I saw that person with a gun, I had a presentiment about Ali's life being in
being in
danger.
danger.
I had a presentiment that
नीचे लिखा है
Ali's,
is in danger.
instead of about Ali's life, you say I had a presentiment that Ali's life was in danger. Okay? Okay. Now, on your book or on a piece of paper, make 2 columns. Oh, make 2 columns. Okay? Write down wealthy on top, and over here write down poverty. Wealth and poverty. Wealth means to have a lot of money, and or to have a lot of valuables, and poverty means to have nothing on your hand, to be poor. Now, list the following words appropriately under the 2 headings. Okay, you guys are going to take turn and tell me whether the word falls in the in the wealthy category or in the poverty category. Yes, Amira, poor,
Poverty,
poverty. Needy, fussy, fussy, needy, fussy. बच्चा मुझे लगता है नहीं चल हाँ needy goes in which category?
मैम की आवाज नहीं आ रही।
बेटे needy कौन सी कैटेगरी में जाता है?
Poor,
पॉवर्टी में जाएगा या वेल्थ में जाएगा? नीडी,
poverty,
पॉवर्टी. वेरी गुड. राफे, रिच,
वेल्थ,
वेल्थ. वेरी गुड. मोहम्मद अहमद, लग्जरी.
Wealth,
अमीरा, impoverished.
poverty,
Very good. Riches, fussy.
luxury,
वेरी गुड, वेल्थ में जाएगा, ठीक है. डिप्राइव्ड, राके. राके, डिप्राइव्ड.
Yes, ma'am. Deprived, poverty.
Very good. Mohammed Ahmed, disadvantaged.
Poverty.
Very good, Fasi. Ahmed, opulence. Opulence. जल्दी से देखो opulence का
Wealth.
मतलब क्या होता है. Who's going to
Wealth.
tell me first?
Wealth, wealth. A lot of money.
Very good. It means great wealth or luxuriousness. So it goes in which category?
Wealth,
Wealth. Prosperity. Amira.
Wealth.
Underprivileged. Rafe.
Poverty.
Very good.
poverty.
Affluence. Fasi. Affluence.
Wealth,
Ma'am, wealth.
Yes. To have a great deal of money again. Dispossessed. Ahmed. Dispossessed. To have no possessions. Mohammed Ahmed, अपने आप को unmute करें और जल्दी जल्दी जवाब दें बेटे. We are running out of time. Someone else,
Poverty.
please. Very good.
Uh,
Sumptuous. Sumptuous. Who will answer?
Wealthy.
Wealthy. Bankrupt.
Poverty.
Very good. Extravagance.
Wealth.
wealth,
Very good. Lavish.
Wealth.
Privileged.
Wealth.
Very good. Destitute.
Poverty.
Poverty. And penniless.
Poverty.
So do we have equal number of words in both the categories?
शायद.
Acha. The last thing, we still, I can use 5 minutes before you have the next class. या मैं इसको अगली क्लास में कंटिन्यू कर लूं.
क्या चीज?
We have words in use,
Ugly.
materialistic and materialism. Let me just quickly explain what materialistic and materialism are. Both are basically nouns. Okay.
मैम एक noun है. Materialism noun.
Materialistic is an adjective. Materialism is a noun. ठीक है, इसके ऊपर बेशक लिख लें. Materialistic is an adjective. Materialism is noun. Material goods are goods and possessions which you can buy, such as bicycles, fridge, jewelry, television, and household furniture. In today's societies, there are people with money who place a very huge value on such material goods at the expense of qualities such as kindness, modesty, honesty, and faithfulness. Such people are materialistic. That is, they do not care about the kindness, modesty, honesty, and faithfulness. Instead, they wish for material goods. Okay? They give priority to money, to gold, to gems, instead of
Gold
a
digger.
good human nature. Very good, yes. Such people are materialistic and are influenced by materialism, which has become part of many modern societies. सिर्फ मुझे WhatsApp ग्रुप में ये बता दीजिए what you understand out of the word materialistic and materialism. ठीक है, आपको materialistic और materialism इन दोनों words से क्या समझ आती है, आपका opinion इनके बारे में क्या है. एक छोटा सा मुझे कर लें roughly 50 words का एक अपना ओपिनियन लिख के व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में भेज. ठीक है,
Okay.
that will be all for today. Thank you very
Yes.
much. I hope we learned something.
Yep.
No.
Very good. Good. That's the purpose of every lesson. Thank you very much.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.